So this is the Module C review quiz part 1. We're going to look at question 1. So we're asked to solve this equation, and we notice it's got x squared. So where we're going to start is we're going to start with the right-hand side. We need to FOIL this out, x plus 6 squared. So that is x plus 6 times x plus 6. So as we FOIL it out, we get x times x. We get x plus 6, or sorry, x times 6, which gives us a plus 6x, and a 6 times x, which gives us another 6x. And then finally, we get a 6 times 6, which is 36. So then we're going to take the left side and rewrite it over here. And that's equal to what we have on the other side. 6 plus 6 is 12. And now we're going to work, whenever we have a quadratic, the way we want to solve it is get everything to one side and 0 on the other. So let's move everything from here over to there. We do that by subtracting x squared. We're going to subtract 12x. We're doing the opposite. Had one of these been negative, we would have added. Okay, so we're subtracting 36. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. And what happens over here is these all become 0, right? They cancel each other out. 2x squared minus x squared is just 1x squared. Plus 5 minus 12 is going to give us a negative 7x. And 46, a positive 46 minus 36 is going to give us 10. The next step is to factor, and we do that by knowing x squared is x times x. 10 is either 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. If we look at it, this plus means we're going to add them together. 2 plus 5 is 7. That gets us this middle term, but it is a negative 7. So both of these, the 2 and the 5, both need to be negative, because a negative times a negative give us the plus 10. But when we do the x negative 5 and negative 2, those will combine to give us negative 7. Okay? And so then we use the 0 product rule. Whenever two things multiply to give us 0, they're each potentially equal to 0. At least one of them 0, right? So we solve these two equations for two answers. X equals 0, add 5, add 5, x equals 5. So what did I do? That's not 2. I mean, that's not 0, it's 2. It's been a long day, but I still should be able to do 0 plus 2 is 2. So these are our two answers. And with that in mind, sometimes as we're going through, we have a mental slip as we're doing something. So it's always good to come back. And I'm going to show you, we can verify this by graphing this equation that we came up with. So we're going to enter that in as y equals. And we should see it crossing the x-axis. That's where y equals 0 at 2 and 5. So I'm going to put in x squared minus 7x plus 10. Always good to verify, especially on exams, right? And then I'm going to zoom 6, which is a standard zoom. Gives me this look, and I can see visually it's at 2, 3, 4, 5. Crossing at 2 and 5, I have two answers, 2 and 5. I see it visually, I have it analytically, so I can put that into my answers like that. Make sure separate them with commas. if there's one more than one. So following through. What we're going to do is continue on to the next one as well.